Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve one important Amazon coding interview question. It's on Leetcode 238 product of array except self. So as you can see, it's very likable coding interview question and frequently asked by Amazon and some other companies as well. This is a medium complexity coding problem on Leetcode. So we'll go through this problem. I'll explain you the logic, how we can explain this, how we can solve this coding problem. We'll also implement the Java solution in today's session. Before we start looking into the problem details with some examples, I want to mention that this channel is to help people in their coding and Java interviews. If you are preparing for any Java or coding interviews, this channel has lots of helpful videos that you can use for your coding and Java interview preparation. For example, there are more than 400 different varieties of solved coding problems explained with whiteboarding sessions, examples, and Java code. Many of those problems are essentially previously asked coding interview questions by big tech companies including Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, LinkedIn, Uber, Lyft, and many others. So if you are preparing for any coding rounds of interviews, then this channel can definitely help you in your interview preparation process. So please subscribe to this channel now. Also, whenever we solve any important coding problems, we create videos on this channel so that we can discuss those problems along with the solutions with others, so others can also learn how to solve different coding varieties of problems. So make sure you click on the bell notification icon so you won't miss any important postings from this channel. So let us start with this important problem. Leetcode 238 product of array except self. Given an integer array nums, return an array answer such that answer of I is the equal to product of all the elements of nums except nums of I. The product of any prefix or suffix of nums is guaranteed to fit 32-bit integer. You must write algorithm that runs in on time and without using division operation. Okay, so because if you use division operation, then solving this problem is very easy, right? But they are saying that you should not use division operation, that is first thing, and you have to implement the algorithm is in on time complexity. So these are the two requirements basically to solve this coding problem. So we'll go to the examples. Let's take a look at the constants. So the nums dot length will be between 2 to 10 raised to 5 inclusive. 10 raised to 5 is 1 lakh numbers. So the array will have maximum 1 lakh numbers in it, and the numbers in the array will itself range between minus 32 plus 30 inclusive. The product of any prefix or suffix of nums is guaranteed to fit 32-bit integer. So this is what the problem statement says. So let us understand this problem with this first example here, right? Let's understand this with this first example. I'll make it big. So now what they are saying is we need to find out for each position in this array. For example, for the 0th position, we will wanted to find out product of these remaining positions, like 2 into 3 into 4, so it is 24, right? So we will put it here at the 0th location. So we will exclude this one when we calculate the product, right? When we are looking at the second position, we will exclude this 2 and we will calculate the product of 1 3 4. So it is 12, so we'll put 12 here, right? When we go here at 3, then we will exclude that 3 and we will only calculate the product of 4 and 2. So 4 into 2 is 8, right? And when we go to 4, we will exclude this 4. We will calculate the product of 1 to 3, which is 6, and we will put this 6 here. So this is what the problem says, right? Because that's why it is except self, right? So self we are excluding basically when we are calculating the multiplication, correct, or product. So this is what the problem statement says. Um, Now the thing is like we have to solve this problem in on time runtime complexity, correct? So solving it like in more than on is very easy, but for on I just wanted to show you how we can solve this problem using on time complexity, correct? So this is the one example that we will take here and we'll discuss it with this example. So now the original array given to us is 1 2 3 4, right? 1 2 3 4 is the array that is given to us, 1 2 3 4. So now what we are going to so I hope you completely understood the problem. So basically what they are saying is in the output array, when we at each position we will take the product of, we want to calculate this product of other things basically except this one, right? So 2 into 3 is 6 into 4 is 24, right? So 24 we will calculate, put it here, right? When we are at this location we will calculate the product of remaining numbers like 134. So 134 product is 12, correct? 12. Then when we are at this position we will calculate 1 to 4, so product is 8, so we will put 8 here. And for this location we will exclude this 4, we will calculate 1 to 3, so product is 6, we will put it here. So this is what the problem is basically, right? Now since we want to find out a ON solution, what we can do, so you understood this problem now completely, so we can take a look at the how we can solve this using a order of n time complexity, correct? ON time complexity. So what we can do is we will take this array and we will calculate the product of left numbers, right? Left numbers. So how we can do that? So let me move this a little bit. So what we will do is we will have to calculate the product of all the left numbers and we will calculate the product of all the right side, from left side and from right side basically, right? From left side, from right side. So how we will calculate it? So basically for from left side we will, let's say we have these numbers, right? 1 2 3 4. So we want to calculate product, let's say from the left side. So product of this number with a left number is 1, right? We have to assume that if there is no number on the left, there is 1 here, right? So we will assume that if there is no number on the left, there is 1 here. If there is no number on the right of a number, it is 1 there, right? So 1 into 1 is 1, correct? We will write 1 here. Then 2 into 1 is 2, correct? We will write 2 here. 2 into 3 is 6, we will write 6. So uh, 1 into 1 we will write 1 here basically, 1 and 1 here basically. 1, if 1 is not there, 1 we will put the first one, we will put 1 basically, right? Because this 1 into 1 1, then this 1 into 1 is 1, right? 2 into 1 is 2, and 2 into 3 is 6. So this is how we will create this left array, right? So this is basically product from left side. So for example, if you look at this number, if you take a product from left side, say it is just 1, right? When you look at this number, if you take product of all the numbers on the left side of this number, right? All the numbers on the left side is just this number, right? So how much it is? 1, correct? When you go here, when you want to take product of all the numbers from the on the left side, right? These are on the left side of this number, right? 2 into 1 is 2, correct? When you go here, you want to take product of all the numbers which are on the left side of this number is this, right? 3 into 2 is 6, so we'll put 6 here, correct? So this is what we are doing. So clear, right? So now we will do from right side. From right side means when you go here, what is the right side numbers? If there is nothing, we will put 1 here, right? So how much is the product of the number on the right side? Just 1, right? We'll put 1 here, correct? Then when we go here, we will take product of all the numbers on its right side. So 4 into 1 is just 4, right? We'll put 4 here. When we go here, we will take all the numbers which are on its right side. So these are on its right side, right? What is the product? We will take 4 into 3 is 12, we'll put it here, correct? Then when we reach here, we will take product of all the numbers on its right side. So these are all the numbers on its right side, right? So this is 24, so we'll put 24 here, correct? So this way we have calculated all the like products when we are going from left to right, right? And we are going from right to left, right? So these two arrays we will create, and we will just populate these two arrays as I shown you now, right? So left array will have 1 1 2 6, right array will have 24 12 4 and 1, correct? Now why we are doing this? Because when we want to calculate a product of that number except itself, right? Except itself. For example, if we are here, if we want to calculate the product of this position, but we don't want to consider this number itself, right? So how we can calculate the product of numbers on the right side of this position, which is 1, correct? Oh, sorry, which is 4, right? On the right side is the right array we will look, and product of all the numbers on its left side will get left product, will get right product, and we can just multiply this, right, and just put it here, right? So it can easily tell us the product of the array element except self, right? So this is why we have built the left and right array. If you go here, right, if you know the product of all the numbers on the left side, it is 1, and if you know the product of all the right side numbers, which is here on the right side, right, so we'll do 12 into 1, so we can know the product of all the numbers except that number itself, right, except that number. So we did not consider this number. We now can tell just by looking at left array and right array how much is the product, correct? So this is the approach basically to solve this Amazon coding question. So we will prepare the left array, we'll prepare the right array as I shown you, right, and then we will just create the output array and we'll just return the output array, correct? So this is the approach, right? So I hope it is clear to you now. So we can take another example if you want to take a look more. So let's create one other example here, so you will understand it even better. So let's say our original array is, let's say 1 2 3 4 5, right? 1 2 3 4 5. So now we will create a left array, right? We will prepare a left array and we will prepare a right array. So left array, how we will prepare for each number, how much the product of left side numbers of that number, right? So there is no number, so we'll assume that 1 is here, right? So product will be 1 for left side. For 2, how much will be the product? Just 1, right? Only 1 is there, so 1. How much is the product for this position? 2 into 1, so 2, right? For this position the product will be 3 into 2 into 1, which is 6, and for this position the product will be all these numbers, right? 4 into 3, 12 into 2 is 24, so we'll put 24 here. So this is all the left side product, right? Now we will go and we will prepare a right side product, right? Right side product. So how we will go? We will go from right side, correct? So let's assume that 1 is here on the right of 5, right? So when we put here the product of number on right side, it will be just 1 here, right? Right side of this 5, okay? So only 1 is here, so we'll put 1 here. When we are at this position, all the numbers on the right side of 4, so 5, right? So 5 we will put here, right? When we go here, all the right sides, which is 5 into 4, which is 20, and when we go here, all the right side numbers here, so 60, right? Because 20 into 3 is 60. When we go here, then all the right side numbers is 60 into 2 is 120, correct? 120. So this is how we will first prepare left array and right side array, correct? And now we have to just do the multiplication of these things and it will give us the output array, right? This is our output array. How we will get it now? 120 into 1, so 120 here, and 60 into 1, 60 here, 20 into 4, 20 into 2, 40, 5 into 6, 30, and 24 into 1, 24, correct? So now if you look at any number here, you will see that it's correct. So now let's take a look at 3. So if you calculate the product of other numbers, it is 2 into 4 is 8, 8 into 5 is 40, so correct, right? If you take let's say 4, then how you will get 3 into 2, 6 into 5 is 30, so we are getting correct here. So this is how our solution will work. So we will test out this case, test case as well when we are testing our solution. But now I think I'll just go and show you the code now, how the code looks like for this one. So this is very easy. So we'll first create left array, we'll create right array, and then we will create output, right? So let's go to the code, and this assures us that this is order of n time complexity, and we have not used the division operation here, right? So this is one of the Amazon frequently asked coding questions. So this is the nums array. We will take left is equal to 1, right is equal to 1, correct? Why we are doing that? Because if there are no numbers here, right, on the left of 1 no number is there, so we will assume that 1 is here. On the right of 5 no number is here, so we'll assume that 1 is here, correct? That's what we are doing there, right? So left is 1, right is 1, and this is our product array, right? So it is same as the nums length. Then we will go and first we will prepare all that left array here, correct? So we'll go through left to right, we are going, right? I is 0 and we are going towards nums dot length, right? I is less than nums dot length. We will create that product of I is equal to left, which is 1 in the beginning, then left will become left into nums of I, right? So this way all the left array will get populated in this product array, right? Like as I shown you here, this array will populate it, right? This array will get populated here in that for loop, right? And after that, in this another for loop, we are going from right to left, right? See, I is equal to nums dot length minus 1, and I will be decreased, but I will be greater than minus 1. So we are going towards 0. From right to left we are going, right? And we will calculate the product is equal to right into product of I. So we will actually using our left array, which already calculated here, right? We will just multiply it by right. So we will actually populating our product array, and we'll just ultimately return the product array, right? So that's what we are doing here, correct? So when we are getting this number, we are actually multiplying it by this 2, right? And directly putting 40 in our output product array, correct? Rather than creating another right array, we are just using this value and directly multiplying it by 2, correct? And putting 40 into our product array. That is what we are doing in that for loop, right? Here, right into product of I. So at the and then right will be right into nums of I, right? And then product will give us the product array, the output array that I shown you this way, output array, right? So this is the way we can implement this code. Now as you can see, there are two for loops which are separate for loops. This is order of n, this is also order of n, but they are separate. So the total time complexity for this code is order of n, right? That is required by the problem, correct? And then space complexity is, you can say that it is also order of n, because we have used that product array here, right? So this is basically we can say it as order of n, but you can also count it as a constant also, because there is no way you can get rid of this array, right? Because the method wants you to return the array. So you can just say it as order of n or constant, either way. So this is the way you can solve this Amazon coding problem on Leetcode 238, product of array except self. So I hope you completely understood this logic with these two examples that I discussed here, right? So we created left array and right array, and then we use that to calculate the product. So you understood this logic clearly, right? That if you want to calculate the product of this position, if you know the product on the left side, if you know the product on the right side, then you can easily calculate the product using this left side product multiplied by right side product, correct? So that is what same logic we have used, because we are not allowed to do the division or anything, and we have to also implement our code in order of n, right? That's why we use this logic. So let's test this code with some test cases, make sure it works. So these are the two test cases that I created. So the first one is theirs. So we are getting correct answer, as you can see, 24 12 86 24 12 86, and this is for the second condition, second test case here. So that is also correct, as you can see. We can test this code with our third test case, right? So 4 and 5 is our test case that we created just now here, this one, right? So let's make sure it also works. So 120 60 40 30 24, 120 60 40 30 24. So we are getting correct answers, right? So we can just take all their test cases, execute it in one time, and then we'll submit the code. So our tests are passing correctly. We can just submit this snippet now to the Leetcode. Let us try to resubmit it. Sometimes these numbers are not correct. So now see the numbers change. So now our code got accepted by Leetcode. It is runtime is 2 ms, and it's 83% faster on the performance side compared to the other submissions, which is pretty good, and 21% faster on the memory usage, which is again pretty good solution to solve this problem. So we have used the logic of, we created this left array, right array, and then we just did the multiplication to get the output array, and we are actually using it. We can successfully solve this problem in order of n time complexity, correct? And we have just used this output array to create that much space, right? So if you are new to this channel has a dedicated playlist for Leetcode problems. If you check out that playlist, it has more than 250 different varieties of coding problems solved and explained. You will find all different important coding questions varieties there, including BFS, DFS, matrix problems, graph problems, coding questions related to binary search trees, optimization problems using priority queues, as well as lots of logical questions, string related coding questions, linked list related coding questions. You will find all different varieties there. Check out those videos. You are going to learn a lot there. You are going to learn a lot regarding Java programming, data structures, algorithms, and how to apply different algorithmic techniques to solve different varieties of coding problems. If you are preparing for any coding rounds or Java rounds of interviews, then check out the videos. That will give you really good preparation also. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful, if you like the way the video is created with this whiteboarding session, examples, and Java code, then please give it a thumbs up to the video, give it a like to the video, subscribe to the channel. Your subscription is very important for the channel, because that is the way the videos can reach to more people who need help in solving coding problems. One of the main goal of this channel is to help people in their coding problem solving by showing them how different coding problems can be solved using different data structures, algorithms, and using Java programming. So they can also learn by watching these videos more about problem solving, programming, and data structures. So if you like this video, give it a like, share it as much as you can with your friends and colleagues, so they can also watch these videos. They can also check out the other videos from this channel and learn from these videos. If you like the videos on this channel, if the videos on this channel are helping you learning something new about Java programming, data structures, algorithms, and problem solving, then write into the comments below the description of this video how the videos are helping you. Your comments are very valuable to us. That increases our motivation to create more such good quality content for others. So if the videos are helping you in your coding interview preparation or in your learning process, do comment on these videos. um, Whenever we come across any important coding problems, we create videos to share our logic, approaches, and solutions with others, so they can also learn by watching these videos. So make sure you click on the bell notification icon so you won't miss any important postings that are coming soon from this channel. Keep coding, keep learning, keep solving different problems, and thanks for watching this video.